Okay, so we are going to just go through the Lesson 3 text real quickly. We read it last week, and we'll read it again. So I'll look at the first page here, page 11, and read. I will read 6 lines, just for warm-up. Hamoreh b'cheder, התלמידים בחדר. המורה אומר שלום. התלמידים אומרים שלום אל המורה. המורה אומר אל דן, דן, מה אתה רואה בחדר? אני רואה מורה ותלמידים, אומר דן. מה עוד? שואל המורה. אני רואה שולחן, על השולחן ב' בספר יפה. נסוגר את הדלת. Okay, so Harleen, can you start us out? Read 3 lines.
I have
Page 11, line 4. אני רואה מורה ותלמידים, אומר דן. מה עוד? שואל המורה. אני רואה שולחן, על השולחן ב' בספר יפה. אומר המורה, שלמה, מה אתה רואה? אומר שלמה, אני רואה לוח. Okay, luach. It's like the blackboard, a writing surface. Luach. A tablet could also be luach. אני רואה לוח. הלוח על הקיר. קיר, wall. הלוח על הקיר. על הקיר תמונה. תמונה, picture. על הקיר תמונה. בתמונה אני רואה תלמיד ותלמידה. In the picture I see a male student and a female student. תלמיד ותלמידה. Let's see. Okay, התלמידה יפה. The girl student is lovely, beautiful. Okay. טוב שלמה, אומר המורה. דוד, מה אתה רואה בחדר? באנגלית, שואל דוד. David forgot it was a Hebrew class. This is an oversight on his part.
Well, they say he didn't really know it very well.
Okay. So, let's see. Rob, try the first 3 lines.
Okay.
So, like that, it would be in.
Cool.
But if we take this plus ha, wait a minute. I should be doing this in script. The plus ha in the is a contraction by.
Oh.
Okay? And whatever letter comes after that is going to take a dot in it.
wow. That's cool.
Okay? It's a contraction.
Huh.
B plus ha becomes ba. See, we take this consonant and that vowel, and it means in the.
Cool.
Okay. So now line 4 here. התלמידה יפה. טוב שלמה, אומר המורה. דוד, מה אתה רואה בחדר? באנגלית, שואל דוד. Bernie, בבקשה.
Where are you now? I'm going by my
line
homework.
7. אני רואה. שואל המורה. מה אתה רואה? אני רואה. Sweat. אני רואה. It's like when old Mother Hubbard went to the cupboard. The cupboard was bare. There was nothing there. Okay, so, Max, can you read for us? Start with Omer. David
Shalom. He says goodbye or peace, whatever.
The next to the last line.
Yeah.
David is speaking. It says, Shalom, Omer David. And here he's continuing to speak. Hapa Amon Nitzalzel. End quote.
But the quotation marks around shalom as well. So shalom, hapa amon nitzalzel, says David.
Yeah, well, there are quotes around Hapa Amon Nitzalzel too.
Yeah, I said it. That was
Pretty technical.
Okay, so let's take a look at.
You should have asked him what they were hearing.
You know, the two toughest words in the whole lesson. That doesn't
I'll find that out. So, on page 13, or no, page 12, we're going to look at some grammar. We're going to conjugate the verb omer. Get a clear word.
Rick, what are these words? This is how I said knock dick. Beginning with that before the conjugation. What's that word?
Omer. It says dik duk.
Dick Duke.
Dik duk means grammar. Dik duk
Oh,
is
okay.
grammar.
And then what about these other words underneath that?
It says conjugation of omer. And then there's zachar, and there's nekeva, which means masculine and feminine. And I'm going to write those in English. So we're going to have a graph here. We're going to have, on this side we'll have singular. On this side we'll have plural. We'll have masculine. And we'll have feminine. So, to make a verb of the type that omer is, which is the most common type of verb, then we're going to put the first radical, which I'm going to mark like that. Then I'm going to have a vav with a dot on it, so go o. The second one, like 2 dots under it, and the third one. So it'd be, in this case, it would be aleph, mem, resh. Omer. Omer. In the feminine. This is the template for making a feminine singular noun. Omer, in this case. Our three radicals are aleph, mem, and resh. The plural,
omer?
masculine, omer.
Omeret?
Omer.
Omeret.
Wow. Plural, with our aleph, mem, and resh, is going to be omrim. Omrim. But we can put different radicals in here and make different words. Omrot. So it's going to be omer, omeret, omrim, omrot. It's magic, right? So let's write omer, omeret, omrim, omrot. Make yourself a little giraffe like this. Write it down.
Is feminine.
Omrot is feminine plural.
Yeah. Okay.
It could be if I were a woman and part of a group of women, I could say, "Anachnu omrot," we speak. "Anachnu omrot ivrit," we speak Hebrew. Or I could talk to these ladies over here and say, "Aten omrot ivrit," you speak Hebrew. I could point over to talking to you guys, point out them and say, they speak Hebrew in the feminine. Hen omrot ivrit. It's only one form for like first, second, or third person.
I have to confess that I don't understand the difference between why you put the different vowels in there. Why are they different? They sound the same. Why are they different?
This is a longer A. This is a shorter. And some people make that distinction and some don't. But this is the way it's spelled. So it should be Omer, Omer. Omer, Omer. It's a little, very slight difference.
Omer, Omer.
An easier place to see the difference would be on the word for book. Sefer. 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 Slightly different vowel. which is routinely ignored. I'm the worst offender. But that's how it's spelled. Okay? So we got that?
Almost.
Well, not yet, not yet. It's there's a light that bounces off of that.
Oh,
It makes it very difficult for us over here to see it.
אני מצטער. I'm sorry. אני מצטער.
אני מצטער. אני
מצטער.
מצטער.
Mm-hmm. Now you're going to ask me how to spell that, but I'm not going to write it on the board. Because this is being filmed, and I don't want to make a mistake. I can say it.
אני טוב מצטער. No.
Okay. I'm going to I'm going to change to another verb. Sorry, gang. We're moving on here. What if we put, instead of Aleph Mem Resh, what if we put Lamed Mem Dalet?
I know that.
Okay? Lamed Mem Dalet is the three radicals for the word to study. Lomed, Lomedet, Lomdim, Lomdot. Lomed, Lomedet, Lomdim, Lomdot. See, the same pattern works. You can build different words off of this
Okay.
template.
So that's it. Same thing in here, just kind of formatted differently.
Sure, yeah. I'm showing you the exact same thing that they showed.
Okay. So, thank you.
Okay?
Wait a minute. Oh, okay. There.
It's okay.
How do you
What
do
about
the
if we took Resh, Dalet, Kuf? No. Look at these guys. Resh, Kuf, Dalet. Roked. Say after me. Roked. Roked. Rokim. Rokdot. Okay. And to study, Lomed, 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 Lomdim, Lomdot. This is to dance. Roked, Rokedet, Rokim, Rokdot. There are lots of verbs that behave like this. Lots. It's the most common. Okay, common type of verb. Cool. So then they talk about the adjective. In Hebrew, the adjective comes after the noun. Like, if we were going to say, in English we'd say the White House, but in Hebrew we'd say the house white.
That's white.
In Spanish or French we do the same thing. La Maison Blanche, La Casa Blanca. We do the same thing in Hebrew. Let's see. Bayit Levan, White House. There are examples here. A nice book, Sefer Yafeh, say it.
Sefer Yafeh.
A good pen, Et Tov.
Et Tov.
So the adjective's always going to follow the noun in Hebrew. I said it. I never say always in Hebrew, but I said it. The adjective always follows the noun in Hebrew. That was scary. Okay. Also, I think I skipped a thing on word order. I think B, it says, how are you? The teacher asks, Ma shlomcha shoel hamoreh. Then the answer from the student, Beseder omer hatalmid. In Hebrew, the verb often precedes the noun. This is something that's always true, pretty much, unless they're trying to emphasize something in biblical Hebrew. In biblical Hebrew, they're going to start a sentence with the verb, unless they're going to try to emphasize something else. And Bloomberg is strongly influenced by biblical Hebrew. So if you follow this book and you do what he says, pretty soon you're doing things that aren't done in Israel. I was noticing it with earlier classes that went through here. They were writing biblical word order where an Israeli that would look at that, he would roll their eyes and go, what is he teaching? Because often it's not the right word for that. Sometimes the verb will precede the noun, will precede the subject. Bernie.
I had trouble when I read that because it looked like ma, samha, that's masculine.
Mhm.
But is that talmida?
No,
Is that feminine?
no, that's Talmid. Fine, the pupil says. They said that Omer. Okay, right there by the verb, it doesn't say Omeret. The verb is masculine. And Hatalmid, that's a dalet at the end. That's not a hey.
Wait, oh, you're fine that people says, okay.
Yeah.
How's on the first line? How are you, the teacher asks.
Yeah. And he's also Mesh. Amorek. It's also masculine. Amorek.
Hamare. With hamare.
So the word,
Okay, yes. Okay, that's my ignorance is showing.
so the word soel doesn't follow.
Pardon me?
Oh, so soel is for male. Would it be soelet if it's a female?
Shoelet?
But
Yes.
oh,
Yes.
shoelet.
Shoelet. Yeah. Even though that Aleph as a middle letter makes some weird things happen in the plural, so I can't use it as an example in our little template here. Aleph vowels things up.
Rick,
How are we doing on?
do you want PIMSA recorded?
Yes. Did you record the grammar? You said.
Lord willing. How do you say that in Hebrew?
People usually say Baruch Hashem.
Baruch Hashem.
Bless the Lord.
That's the Lord.
Common expression. Baruch Hashem. That's what they would say there. So, how are we doing on our PIMS or Hebrew?
7.
Listen, you're on lesson 7.
Yeah.
Hallelujah. Everybody else?
It's my third mind, so I need to catch up.
Do you have PIMS or Hebrew?
5.
Do you have it?
I'm not sure which time yet. No, I don't.
We'll solve that problem today. Okay, so we should be on lesson 7, and we're going to do a few minutes. I'm going to run it into lesson 7 a little ways, about 5 minutes. We'll do a little bit of Pimsleur. Pimsleur is a powerful tool. It'll help you to be able to respond quickly and converse. It's amazing. When I discovered it, I went, this is really a powerful tool. I'm going to use it in my classes. So anyway, here we go. We'll roll into it a little ways.
This is good.
Is that too fast for you?
I can't hear it.
I need some more coffee.
Ask him, where do you want to eat?
איפה אתה רוצה
איפה אתה רוצה לאכול?
Try to answer, not here.
They say איפה.
לא פה.
Lo po.
לא פה.
Po.
פה. פה.
Lo.
לא.
Lo po.
לא פה.
Ask, where?
איפה.
איפה.
איפה?
איפה.
איפה?
Ask, there?
פה.
שם.
שם?
שם.
Not here.
Ask him, at your place?
אצלך.
אצלך.
אצלך?
אצלך?
Answer, no, not there.
לא. לא שם.
Lo. Lo sham.
לא. לא שם.
Say, not at my place.
לא אצלי.
Lo atzli. Tell her, at your place, please.
אצלך.
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 Etzlech bevakasha.
אצלך. בבקשה.
Now listen and repeat. All right. Okay.
בסדר.
בסדר.
סדר.
Seder.
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 Bese.
Beseder.
Bese.
Beseder.
Beseder. Beseder.
Beseder.
Say, okay.
Beseder.
Beseder.
Say, not okay.
Lo בסדר.
Lo beseder.
לא בסדר.
Lo beseder.
מה זה?
He says, I want to eat here.
אני רוצה
אני רוצה לאכול פה.
אני רוצה לאכול.
Ask him where he wants to eat.
איפה?
איפה אתה רוצה לאכול?
איפה אתה רוצה לאכול?
They don't say their time, though. They say they
His
put
answer
it together.
At a restaurant.
Yeah.
Listen and repeat. במסעדה.
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 מסעדה.
עדה.
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 מיס.
מיס.
Mises.
מיס.
מיס.
Mickey Mouses.
מסעדה.
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 במסעדה.
מסעדה.
במסעדה.
מסעדה.
Listen and repeat the word restaurant.
מסעדה.
מסעדה. מסעדה.
מסעדה.
מסעדה.
מסעדה.
Now say again. At a restaurant. במסעדה. במסעדה.
מסעדה.
Can you guess which part means at or at a? It's the be sound at the beginning of the word. Say the word for restaurant.
מסעדה.
Misada. Say again. At a restaurant. Bemisada. Bemisada. Ask, okay? Beseder. Say, okay.
בסדר.
Do you remember how to ask a woman, when do you want to eat? מתי את רוצה לאכול? Now ask her, where do you want to eat? איפה את רוצה לאכול? Now listen and repeat the question. What do you want to eat? מה את רוצה לאכול?
Okay, so they do speak quickly, they run the words together, and I have been requested to help people take things apart and understand what the components of these expressions are. You know, it's all run together. So I have done the first 8 lessons. I've made little workups of what's going on in the Pemsley.
Excellent.
I haven't had time to do anything beyond lesson 8. I do have little things, little helps to help you sort out the lesson up to lesson 8.
Cool.
And I've got an Israeli friend named Hila, and she and her husband were looking for a place to live. And she said, places are too expensive. You know, it's hard to find a place. And so I was telling her a part of town to look in. I went and I was talking about West Seattle. And she told me later, she said, we bought a place in West Seattle. And I never saw her again. I haven't seen her for a year and a half. She's been too busy with her new place. But now she has just set up a Hebrew meetup. She said, I've set up a Hebrew meetup, and it's going to be in our neck of the woods. She's going to have it in West Seattle. So tomorrow, from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., you can come and speak Hebrew with whatever level you're at this place. And this is a place where they sell board games, different types of games, and people sit there and play Parcheesi or whatever. I don't know. I've never been there. But it's a place where they have games, and they have kind of a cafe too. You can get drinks and sandwiches and various things. But it's on California Avenue in West Seattle.
Is it always going to be at that time, or is it?
No. Whenever one of these is set up, it's a one-time deal. Let's meet here. Let's do it at this time. And anybody who's in a meetup can set up a meetup at any time.
I can do it by later. 11 to 1. I can do 1.
Oh, you can't. Well, it ends at 1.
Yeah. I'm ready.
Ani mitzta'er. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
What day is that you did?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, later in the Seattle.
Oh, my word.
So
That's,
whenever she
My
offers that,
church
will you let us know then?
Sure.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay.
Whenever there's a Hebrew meetup, I let the Hebrew students know.
Okay.
So you said Ani Mitztayer. Is that's the male form? Would there be a different way than a
Ani
female?
mitzta'er.
Ani Mitztayer.
Ani mitzta'er. Ani mitzta'er. Okay. Yes.
So I say to you, Ani mitzta'eret.
Ken. We did this last week. Let's see now. Armonit Hasusim. Armonit Hasusim. Horse chestnut. Sus is horse, right? Susim, horses. Hasusim, of the horses. Chestnut of the horses. Armonit Hasusim. Achat. Shtayim. Arba. Chamesh. Shesh. Sheva. Shmone. Eser. 11. 13.
you're counting, I gather.
It's not Soshi, it's Soshi.
Better do it again.
But it doesn't become Soshi now.
That's these are feminine numbers, the counting numbers.
Oh, okay.
If we were playing hide and go seek, we would use feminine numbers.
Okay, got it.
One more time.
Had.
Achat. Shtayim. Arba. Chamesh. Shesh. Sheva. Shmone. Tesha. 10. 11.
That's right.
13. Okay. I'm not superstitious.
Those numbers were really hard for me to learn when I was learning because there's like 3 different numbers.
The numbers in Hebrew have been described as complex.
That's 12.
But that set is a good place to start. Okay. I would like to show you a song. This is going to be fun. A song called Todah. Todah. So, everybody has one? Give it to Ray.
You didn't answer. Sorry.
The song Todah. Todah means thank you. Todah, thank you for everything. Ma, which, Shibarata, that you have created. Thank you for all you've created. Who's he talking to?
I don't
He's
know.
talking to the Creator. Kol Todah al kol ma Shibarata. Say that. And then natata in the next line is going to be have given. Todah al kol ma sheli natata. Let me say that again. Todah al ma sheli natata. Thank you for what you've given me. And then the first verse says, Al-Or Einayim. Or means light. For the light in my eyes. Al-Or Einayim. Say that.
Al-Or
Einayim.
Chaver means friend. Chaver. Yeah. And if we were counting something masculine, instead of saying Shtayim, we would have said Shnayim. Shnayim is the masculine for number two.
Are you reading
A
here?
friend or two.
Are you reading here or here?
Schneider.
I'm reading here.
Oh,
you're reading here.
yeah, or down there. It's
Okay,
okay.
because I saw you start here, but then
No, I was up here.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. Chaver or Shnayim. A friend or two. Chaver or Shnayim. A friend or two. Alma sheyesh li ba'olam. Remember yesh?
Yes.
Yesh in the Mayim book? There is. Yeshli, what for everything there is to me in the world, or for all I have in the world. Al ma sheyeshli ba'olam. Try that. Al ma sheyeshli ba'olam. Okay. So far we've got Toda al kol ma sheberata, Toda al ma sheli natata, al or einayim, chaver oshnayim, al ma sheyeshi ba'olam. Okay, now three more lines. Al shir koleach, al shir koleach, for a song that flows. Velev soleach. Lev is heart. Velev soleach, and a forgiving heart. Mm-hmm. And then we have this long, scary word here. Schut. Schut is like for the sake of, or for the responsibility of, for the benefit. Yeah, the benefit. Schut means benefit. Beschut, it means for the benefit. Tam, for the benefit of them.
Where are you?
Right here. Shebeschutam ani kayam. Shebeschutam ani kayam. So that's what we'll focus on, is that part of the song. But he goes on, and he'll say, thanks for all you've created, thanks for all you've given me, for a child's laughter in the blue sky, for the earth and a warm home, a corner to sit in, a loving woman, Isha Ohedet. Because of all this, I exist. Verse 3, thanks for what you've given me, for a day of happiness, innocence, and honesty, for the sad day which passed and disappeared. 2,000 cheers and hands clapping. Because of all this, I exist.
It's beautiful.
It's written by Uzi Friedman. I'll tell you more about that if we have time.
It's on YouTube. It's a beautiful 70s song.
Okay, so we're going to try and sing this first.
Now that part I get. Hey, you want to take all this? Yeah! Lord Jesus, and how to celebrate.
So I think it's 13 and 14. No, it's just page 14. Exercises 2, 4, and 5. And write the first 8 lines of the song we just sang. Okay? Without vowels. No vowels. There aren't any vowels. Skip the vowels. Some people find it very liberating not to do the vowels.
Okay.
So I'm going to send you an email, and this song will be attached to it, sung by a group of Romanian gypsies. The name of the group is Sabbath Song. And for the first minute and 57 seconds, they're singing in Hebrew. And then they sing the same thing in Romani. Romani is the gypsy language. And then the last minute...
Romani, but anyway, I'm Romanian, so...
Well, Romani is not Romanian, right? It's a different language.
But they recently changed it, but they're gypsy, they have their own language, which they recently the European Union forced them to say it's a Romani, but anyway. Go ahead, sorry.
Okay. Then the last minute, the guy dances. It's a very dancey song. So anyway, it'll be fun. I'll send you that link. And...
Page 14.
Yeah.